Continue the die game. I think I will. I think I will continue the die game. Don't remember what was going on last time. I don't think it really matters that much. There's only 2 places to go. So my chat's going to be on my forehead unless I move myself down a little bit, I think. Maybe if I... Maybe that's correct. The amount of 11 pixels. Yeah. I got this new... Here, if you've never seen the whole thing... I don't know, I think you've seen the whole thing, but in case you haven't, I love this model. I adore this model. I'm so glad that, like, these customizable... And there are some things I would change about this model. I don't really want to get into them, because, honestly, I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, it's totally... It's just like a customizable $100 slider and edit your own template kind of model. Yeah, I love it. How's it going, Seabrus? How you doing? I am adjusting myself on the screen to make sure that I am not blocking things or being blocked. I have a new office situation right now. So my monitors are in different places, and actually I have a cool camera setup that I'm going to show you guys. I'll preview it for you, but here, look. Look, I have a brand new overhead mount for my camera, and we're going to play with Legos. I wanted to start with some katamari though, give people some time to show up and to collect and assemble and do some of this. But yeah, I got this set and been waiting to do it. And I got a new camera set up. We're top down, so I don't have to worry about the camera angle. It'll be great. We're gonna start with some katamari though. Yeah, American. I don't remember what we were doing last time in this game. I don't think it really matters. Oh yeah, there's as large as possible 2. Game Boy Ulge. Yeah, it's cool. It's super cool. It has like, I think it has 2 games technically to come with it. One is the sheer plushie. Oh, God. I have too many plushies as it is. I don't need any more.
Hey, it's ad time!
Thank you, Patrick Starr. What in the heck? I kind of like this guy a lot. You always need more plushies. I guess so. I guess that's true. We have a whole new office set up here now, and there's actually a big shelf full of just plushies. But I had been putting them on top of a wire rack that we had in here that was for, like, you know, tech equipment, like a printer and some of the consoles and cables and things like that. But the plushies had overrun the top shelf entirely, and so we had to remodel. Basically, that's what sparked the whole remodel off. I think this guy is as large as possible. Yeah, okay, yeah. You don't need to see your whole spiel. We were actually looking... It's always really goofy to me. Also, I don't know. I really don't care about anything this guy has to say, anything, like in regards to anything. Like, there's no more king to me. I don't know who this person is, this imitator, but this guy is he's just babbling nonsense. And maybe you're like, oh, he used to just babble nonsense all the time. Well, he used to have a point. And now he just babbles. But anyway, it gets goofy to me when you look up, like, the quote-unquote value of a collectible, because to me, I don't know. I like having things that are cool, and some of that is having things that are hard to find. To me, though, it's not really about, like, the specific monetary value of the thing. But sometimes, like, that is how you correlate, like, what is hard to find with what is not, because that's usually, like, the curve. It's the demand curve, right? Like, people want the thing, and it's hard to find, and so it gets expensive. We're looking at the cost of the original Mume plush, like the one with the scribbly eyes. People selling that shit on eBay for like $200. This is insane. It's absolutely insane. I know, Mume, yeah, but we have it up on the shelf there. I have Mume, I have Ame, the full Ame set. There's, I have a Nanners plush. We have a couple Fumos from Toho. We have all the Rabbit and Steels. Sorts of stuff over there. I have to take pictures. I'm mad about the Evil plush as well. Cheapest just around that price. Oh, goodness. I can only imagine. I can only imagine if you just, like, happen to miss out on the drop for one that you really want. I hate that. It gives me constant anxiety with, like, I collect figurines and, you know, anime figures. And, like, there are characters where, like, if a figure came out for them and it was good, I'd buy it, like, sight unseen. And sometimes that happens and I just don't see it. And they count on you, like, having that kind of anxiety for the product, and it's awful. And that's why I kind of try to, like, back off from it lately. It's just, it's terrible. They play into that FOMO so bad. I'm not saying this would happen with, like, the plush, but it kind of makes you feel that way, right? It's like, if you happen to miss something, or if you happen to, like, be on the fence about buying something, and you're like, I don't know if it's ever going to come back. It's tough out there. Especially because for some things they do come back, and quite often. And so it almost feels like, it almost feels stupid when you worry about those types of things, but, you know. But good lord, some of the Nendoroids have run once and never come back ever again. Some of them have run, like, 5-6 times now, it feels like. I mean, you can always kind of tell, like, obviously the less popular stuff is going to just, like, probably be one and done. And especially with anime figures, like, if it's a male character, you just get on that shit right away, because that's never coming back again. Like, it's odd that it even happened in the first place. I say that as, like, somebody who's definitely a little bit bitter that I didn't get, like, the Okabe Rintaro. I think it came out again, though. But, like, some Okabe Rintaro stuff from, like, Steins Gate has only come out, like, once. Meanwhile, like, the Makise Kurisu stuff, dozens of times. Instant reprints. There was a Makise Kurisu figure that I bought, where she's, like, posing with a bunch of TV monitors, like the stuff from the show. It's like old CRTs, the IBM 5100, a couple other things, and it was like a $300 figure, and at the time, a lot of people were upset that they missed it. And I got it, and I was, like, super happy about it, and, like, the secondary market for it was crazy. It immediately was super expensive. And then they instantly reprinted it, which is good. I'm glad that they saw that, like, there were people really, really wanting it, and, like, they wouldn't put it out, but they were, like, just instantly on the double with that shit. Like, get that out and reprint it again. Especially for figures, though, a lot of that can be... You're buying something, like, 12 to 17 months in advance, usually. It's hard for some people to finance around that, and so, like, sometimes something will be coming out, and, like, you couldn't afford it a year and a half ago, but you definitely could now. I don't know. It sucks. It sucks for a number of reasons. Being a consumer in this day and age. We always talk about such heavy topics here. Oh yeah, Amiami's like so far in this. Yeah, no. It's always that far. Like, I usually order through a site called 1999. It's Hobby Search. 1999.co is not 1999.co is the URL, the place I usually shop at. And when I buy things there, I'm usually pre-ordering them at least a year in advance. At least. You don't pay, really, until they come out, but you are committed to paying. And if you start canceling a whole bunch of them, they will just blacklist you. But they give you the direct price in yen, and you do the conversion through your credit card company or through PayPal if you want to get scammed. And the last like few years of that have been great for us. The yen has been super weak. The dollar has been great. Recently, it's been a shit show. I haven't really gotten anything this year because of all the shipping bullshit and tariffs and whatnot. Yeah, 07. Thanks. I mean, I got my run in. I was lucky. I've had disposable income for a few years now. I remember a time in my life where I didn't. You know? And even then, you still got to pick and choose your battles, obviously. But I'm using a, you know, customizable YouTuber model. I didn't get my. I haven't saved up the thousands for that. Instead, I bought thousands of figurines. Am I really big enough? Do I have to get like that many items? I always forget that I have these. Yeah, work life. Well, I was saying like the other day, you gotta like go buy shit to justify your job. I'm gonna have to redo this level because I didn't realize it was okay. Or maybe I don't need to. Maybe it'll be fine. I think it got big enough. I just didn't get the item number though. Oh well. I like his power pose here. I mean, the king's fit is always on point, you know? But yeah, I was saying the other day, like, you gotta, like, just buy shit to justify your job. Salutations, consumer. Yeah. Black Friday deals, quote-unquote. Every single item I thought about, like, splurging on, when I looked at the price history, it was cheaper, like, 2 years ago. And it's usually, like, a substantial amount. We have a powerful playtime Japanese food snacks katamari. Yeah, that's everything. Yep, everything. The best deal would be a time machine to, well, I don't know. You could pick and choose. There are a few different points you could pick. But like if you're trying to save money, definitely not fucking now. He sure says a lot of shit now. Yeah, we'll do Planet. You gotta say, I'm liking the new desk. I'm liking the new office space. It's feeling pretty good and cozy in here now. I have a new camera mount that we're gonna play with some Legos here in a bit. Doing okay here. Do you have a second stage here? You do. Target size as fast as possible. Go to the castle here. I have a drive failing and 14 terabyte drives are like $200 now instead of 80 I picked up that. Yep. Yep. Yeah, a couple of years ago. I mean, for a few years, I didn't say anything. I was biting my tongue. But like the last two PC builds and rebuilds that I've done have been like, oh, the RAM is surprisingly cheap. Oh look, DDR5 RAM is cheap, even compared to like the 4, because the 4 was going up in price for a little while there. And like I was like, oh, no, I'm getting a nice deal on this DDR5 RAM. It's like so cheap. It's the cheapest part of the build. What? And then it's like, no. We're gonna. I was making a joke the other day that like we're gonna just inflate the price of every single component of a PC by like 500%, just one part at a time. Next, somebody's gonna find some like bespoke use for power supplies. Just watch. Be like if you run a dedicated power supply to each GPU in your fucking AI farm, it performs better or something. Like, just watch. Just watch. We live in a clown world. It's a clown reality. And I'm sorry that we're always so real here. It's just that that's what I'm sitting here observing most of the time. It's just clown world. What a weird time to be an adult. I don't know if it was always like this. I feel like it used to be simpler. I feel like things used to be simpler, but also you couldn't be a cartoon cat girl in the internet. So I don't know. We take things as they come. The noble youngster wishes to grow up strong and burly like us. What a promising young child. Unlike you, Cosme, roll up a katamari and show your support for the noble youngster. Okay, we can do that. I think we can do it. I'm gonna make a comment on something, but I kind of want to see how the game goes in whole. But the time travel shit in this game, we've had like 10 levels now in Japan. And it's quote unquote Agent Japan, but these are just assets from like previous Katamari games. Like every single asset here. Because all of them had some sort of like samurai and like you know, like ancient Japan area. And I don't know, man. I don't think they really made a whole new video game. I feel like they just gave me more Katamari, and maybe that's what I wanted. And maybe I should shut the fuck up and stop complaining about it. And eat your heart out. You'll get bigger with every bite. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I love this. By the way, this game just released another $10 DLC. I looked and there's now $70 of DLC for this game. This is the food level. I love this. This is great. I like when you roll over things and it goes. This music is incredible. What was it singing? The singing was amazing. I saw a Steam review for this game that was like, some dumb shit happens and then like the best song ever composed plays on top of it. It's like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. I still feel a little bit like the people working on this game, the people making music for this game, everybody involved with this game is now making a Katamari game, right? And they all know what that is because they've all like sort of seen kind of what it is. And so the idea itself is now sort of like self-referential, right? Maybe that's just a new stage of life for it, you know? Maybe they should let me write the next Katamari game, and I could make it about this, what I'm talking about. Can I get up this? Can I really not? I just want to get over here. Under arrest. Okay, let's do another pass inside here. Once you get a little bit bigger, it's usually good to just revisit, like, the starting area. Because then everything is going to be the right size, pretty much. Yeah. Wait, it's Cousin who? Cousin Miso. Of course it's Cousin Miso. It just makes sense. I gotta say, yesterday, first time in my life where Thanksgiving wasn't about sitting around a table with just, like, people I don't really talk to that often and having turkey. Like, we spent 7 hours or so completely redoing the office. And then, I mean, we put up, like, new curtains, I put up some acoustic foam on the wall. We hung a bunch of pictures. I put up new LED lights. Got a new monitor mount going on. The desks we did last weekend. You know, we finalized everything in here. And then we ordered some, like, $150 in Chinese food. And it was just great. It was just wonderful. Yeah, no, the intent was to eat it for a few days. I'm gonna be real with you. Like all weekend at least. Oh, we got upstairs. Look at that, the secret tech. I'm gonna do that here in a bit. I need her to be at her computer. I will. I spent some time on it earlier, but I want to show her what I'm doing. Because, oh my god. I don't know about you guys, but, like, there's a few, like, things that'll just set me off, and one of them is hearing myself talk while I'm talking. I can't do it. It just drives me up a wall, and every time I was talking yesterday when we were playing games, I was just instantly hearing myself. Because, you know, my wife and I sit next to each other in the room, and we're, like, using very sensitive microphones, and we have to set up very specific gates at night, and sometimes we get, like, I can't deal with hearing myself. I can do it in a VOD, or if I'm, like, clipping myself or something, but I can't, not live. When I'm trying to talk, if I hear myself talk, my brain instantly, like, it's like a vacuum when it sucks up its own power cable. Roll up pilot armor. Roll up child. I have to go downstairs. How do I get back downstairs? Oh, fuck. Can I fucking move, please? Can I get back in? Got it. The audio of the game is cutting out, you think? I'm sorry. Let me see if I can fix that. I wonder why that would be. Oh, it was like peaking. It was like probably getting too loud. Maybe it was crackling. I'm gonna turn on monitoring for the Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on that now. Thank you for bringing it up. I appreciate that. I've had some trouble with audio myself, which is also the frustrating thing because I don't understand what I'm even doing wrong. And at this point, it's almost like if Windows 11 didn't suck, I probably would have done a fresh install of like Windows 11 by now and just moved over to that. But since it sucks, I don't want to move. And and I don't think like upgrading a broken system of Windows 10 is going to make Windows 11 work any better than it already doesn't. I really don't want to move to Windows 11. I'm going to be real. I'm also really finding it irksome when things like Gemini are showing up now in Google Chrome and it keeps trying to get me to use it already on Windows 11. Yeah, I should be. I just I don't like the blurred lines of the internet and my computer. I don't like that line being blurry. I don't like not knowing where my computer ends and where the internet begins. I don't like having internet connection functions directly built into my operating system. I just don't. On principle, it's just bad business to me. Just bad. I know it's normal nowadays, but I don't know. To me, it's like if I save a photo and I don't know if I've saved it on my own computer or if I've saved it on OneDrive or if I've saved it on, you know, Dropbox or fucking SharePoint or like, you know what I mean? There are all sorts of ways that can even if I'm just saving a document, even if I'm just saving like I'm just installing a program now, it's sometimes saves like your user settings like in the cloud, which is really annoying, especially when like you don't necessarily want those settings to be the same on every machine. And I don't like needing a net connected account to log into Windows. And they're doing everything they possibly can to enforce that, which is really annoying too. Skulls, treasure chests, compasses, whales, and all that jazz. That's all we know. You can wander around and explore, just don't get lost, okay? Yeah, sure. That sounds great. But like, you know what I mean? Is like, what happens when you have a net connected account and you don't have internet? I've never even tried. I don't know how elegantly it handles it, but I'm assuming it doesn't really. Trying to slide that shit stealthily is what bothers me. Yeah, that's what bothers me the most too. I don't like any of their approach to anything. I hate Google's approach to AI right now. With just trying to sneak it into my Google searches and Chrome and everything like Gmail, like they're just trying to just slide it in there, just get it in there. And then like Microsoft just like sneaks in updates. They'll just like say, hey, we turned Copilot back on again. Or hey, we disabled user accounts again. Local user accounts now need a 10-step command prompt process and registry edits. And like and for what? I personally speaking, I don't think it's anybody's business when I'm logging into my computer. It's not. It's really not. It's my computer. And my main thing with like a Microsoft or whatever account being to log into my personal device is like now they know every time I log in. And that's information that they don't deserve just for existing. I feel like information is the main commodity that we all trade in, right? And just handing it over for no reason is silly to me. OneDrive suddenly being turned on for your user filter and trying to get me upgraded for yeah. No, I've experienced that before too. And the OneDrive like, hey, you're saving your documents, and every single Microsoft app defaults to OneDrive, like the OneDrive mirror of your folder instead of your local folder, even though the desired behavior for OneDrive would be for it to just be constantly mirroring a local folder to the cloud. It's what it's supposed to be doing. Like say, hey, back up my desktop or whatever the fuck it does by default. That's what it should be doing. But instead it'll just reroute your fucking files there first. And then maybe you'll get them on your local desktop at some point. Maybe. I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much. Oh, and because it's on fucking OneDrive now, it's going to default on autosave for every single fucking Office product now, by the way, which has caused me to lose more time than it's saved. I'm sure that if I could sum it up, autosave has fucked me over more times than I can count. I just don't like it. I just don't like things doing things for me. I can remember to save my own documents. I do it all the time. Like, if you want to, like, set up an hourly save or whatever, that's fine too. But that shit saving every time I make a change drives me up a damn wall. Yes, I'm a real office worker. Oh, look at this. This is cute. This is a cute locale. It's like it's a pirate ship, and we're probably gonna just like roll around within the confines of it, right? Right? Wait, it said 1.8 meters is the desired height, which would be like bigger than a person. Hmm. See the relaxing sound of the waves. Oh, you fell asleep. It's so relaxing. We nearly drifted off. No sleeping, no sleeping. Let's see. This much time, grow to this size. If you can manage that, that'd be nice. All right, good luck, Cosme. Is it like pirate music? It is. No game sound? What the? Stupid OBS. Now there's no music. Now there'll be music. Here you go. It's because I toggled it off and then on, but the back on didn't work. It's just like cute little chiptune pirate music. You know what one of these games need? Like what they really need to add to a Katamari game is a stage builder. Seems like a no-brainer. Like, that would almost be more fun than rolling shit up, is getting to put down a bunch of shit. Build stupid-looking levels with stupid, funny memes and shit. Like, where is that? I don't think any of these games has had something like that. Yeah, user-made maps. All the assets, they clearly do that to some degree to make these stages, right? Like, it's just some sort of level editor they're using, and they just place down pre-made items. What is happening? What is he's shooting his guns at the... He's threatening him. Oh, no. Uh-oh. That octopus looked way bigger up on the net. What is this? You feel an unusual aura emitting from that octopus. People think they'd have to put more effort into the secret. Yeah, they'd get one up instantly. Instantly, they would be one up. There wouldn't be even a contest. I have no doubt in my mind that people would come up with the most bizarre, funny shit. Like, that's really what this idea needs at this point, is crowdsourcing the remnants of creativity that are left in it. You know? Because like you said earlier, maybe it was the other day, it was just like, I don't know what else you do with this formula. Like, the items they added are a cute idea. But it's kind of played out, right? Like, it's kind of just like this. This is what it is. It's fun. It's satisfying. But, like, the main barrier to me just doing this forever is just that there aren't enough stages in any of the games, right? Like, if they just gave me infinite stages by way of some Mario Maker, like, stage creator type situation, I'd probably just play that forever. You wouldn't need another one. I mean, look at the graphics. It's still the same, like, these are still the same, like, text. They upgraded the textures, but it's still the same fidelity as the PlayStation 2 game. Like, there's really nothing to this. Like, even the ability to add custom items would just make people go fucking crazy. Like, the geometry of the stuff in this game is so simple. You could let people make custom items out of combinations of other items. But it's just... hire me, Bandai? Or maybe don't. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to work in the games industry. Although, the one games industry guy whose house I've been to had a really nice house, so... I don't know. Maybe. I bet he has a much nicer house now with the epic game stock he has. That's the thing, though, right? Is there really isn't a whole lot of money in I mean, there is. There's plenty of money in games. There isn't a lot of money, relatively speaking, in making games versus making something else. We've gone over this before. Can I get over there? I'd only work in it if I knew someone who had control. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean, is like... I wouldn't want to be a QA tester. I wouldn't want to be giving somebody else my ideas and then losing the rights to them for years on end. Which is what always drives me mental with this shit. I mean, you know, I thought about getting into it. I took it as seriously as getting like a formal education in game design. I learned a bunch of design stuff. I've made, you know, made maps for various games and I definitely went far enough into it to know that I didn't want to do it for money. But like, how complex is something like this? And this is one of those ideas that came from like a single person. Ultimately, that's what this is. Oh, that was a bad idea on my part. Everybody thinks they're an ideas guy too, though, is the danger. I'm definitely not. I don't think I have many, like, game... I have ideas about what makes a game good. I don't really have specific ideas about, like, what to put in a game. I saw, an interview with Gabe Newell. It was from a Valve documentary. The interview wasn't specifically with him, it was with all, like, the Valve people, but it was in a one-on-one portion with him. And he talks about how games need to react to the player. Like, in a broad sense. Like, if you shoot a wall, then there needs to be a bullet hole on the wall. And the way he phrased it was that, like, if you were to shoot that wall and a bullet hole didn't appear, it would inflict a narcissistic injury on the player. And I've been mulling over that one for a while now. Like that's the kind of stuff about game design that fascinates me. Is like the ideas about, and none of them are really absolutist, but the sort of rules around what makes a game satisfying. Because a lot of people have played something like, for example, Megabonk lately, right? And what Megabonk is really like a sum total of that. Is like knowing what makes a game satisfying. Having satisfying sounds and level up curves and item combinations, but just reactivity. That game reacts to absolutely everything you do in it. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah, I watched the whole documentary, but that specific portion of it where he's talking about how players need to get something back from the game in order to feel the whole experience. Like, you need to be intentional about the feedback you give people. This game doesn't feel very intentional in its feedback. Let's put it that way. Oh, let's watch this. This was cute last time. The interesting thing... This is still cute, but it's like... I think people like... I don't know. I have these half thoughts about this kind of thing, but... enjoy it, I guess. It's like Hello Kitty kind of cute, right? It's like very, very corpo cute. Does the SS print seem a little floaty to you? Or is it just our imagination? Anyway, we think you're almost ready to hop to another era, but we just got here, dude. We literally did 2 stages here. One sec, chat. One sec. Gotta get myself oriented here on my desk. I think it might be time to switch over, but I do want to go get a drink first before we start with the next part of this stream. So give me just a second here. I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. I am back. Sorry about that. What do you say? What do you say? What do you guys say? You wanna do some Legos? You wanna do part of this? Wow, we wanna do some Game Boy Legos? What do you think? Right, there's a Lego and brick building category now. Let's get some music. What kind of? Well, hold up. Do we have like? No, can we get like? Oh, Legos. Yeah, we're doing Legos. We got the Lego Game Boy set here. As soon as I find some music and get playing here. It is like how we do like Christmas. What do you guys say? Yeah, not for you. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna. We'll just let this play. Making me feel away. Sounds appropriate. Hell yeah. We'd love to see it. All right, getting that ready. Ah, let me get into position here myself. I have this big desk now, and there's this whole nice area over here where we can build stuff. And we'll actually. Is there anything special about this box? Really? So it's just sort of like there's a Kickstarter to make a kit to convert this into an actual player that ends in 3 days if you like it enough. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. I'm sure Zelda would be thrilled. But yeah, it has like fake games that you put inside. There's really nothing special about the box. It's only like 400 pieces, so I think we won't be at this too long. I didn't open it here. That's good to know though. That's I kind of thought when I first saw it, the very first thing I thought, celebrate. Very first thing I thought was like, oh, that looks like it could actually play. We do have plenty of functioning Game Boys here, so that's the only reason something like that wouldn't be appealing to me. Actually, as I open this, let me show you. Sorry, we are something of archivists here that have been digging things up. Oh, good. Look at this thing.
Be gentle.
We'll be very gentle with it, I promise. This is Zelda's childhood right here. This is the original like Game Boy holder, plastic, hard shell plastic. Look at the yellowing. It's been exposed to oxygen for many decades. Open it, push here. There you go. Look at that stuff.
There's some Game Gear games in there.
Oh, and there's Game Gear games. Look at the Game Gear games. Sonic Spinball, Aladdin. Oh, and there's Wario Land. Here's one of the games that's on the box. Oh, there's two copies of it. There's a better copy. Oh, there is. There is a better copy. Go on. The real deal here. Yes,
Yeah,
that.
it works.
And yes, it works. It does work. There's no batteries in it right now, of course. It has the original battery cover, which is fantastic, but it works. This is the real deal. The original. Thank you for that. Thank you, Zelda.
You're welcome.
Very, very nice. I was going to show you guys. I used to work at a store that would take in old electronics, and anything that they couldn't use, like anything that came in that wasn't working right away, functionally they would try and test some of this stuff, and then they would like throw it away. And I don't care about the reflection in this. But this is something they were going to throw away. This doesn't work currently, but when I worked there, we've had this for over a decade now. It was up to me to kind of fix anything that we could. And this was one of those things where I was just like, "Oh, I can't fix it, guys." And they were like, "Okay, just throw it out." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do that." And so I kept the shell. But this is the original Pikachu Game Boy Color edition. And, I was trying to find a good, elegant way to open this, but I think I just kind of got to pry it open. Not tape. It's like cardboard. Ah, there is an elegant way to open these. Down here. Supposed to pull it. Oh, bummer. Looks like this one's done for, guys. Yeah, right. No, there was tons of that. I have a PS Vita I got from there like that. I fixed controllers and things like that for years. Many, many, many things came through, and many, many spare parts that I have from just. I mean, like they would buy like a PlayStation 3 from somebody, and if the controller didn't work with it, they would just throw out the controller. Like if the controller was weird, or if one of the buttons was sticky, they would just throw out the whole controller. And I was like, guys, please, please just give it to me. I promise you it's worth it. And like I would just take the controller and remove all the non-broken parts and keep them in sorted bins and just use them to repair other controllers that came in. Like they're really simple things to take apart. Anyway, we have here Game Boy. Yeah, I will buy your other products, lady. You don't need to advertise to me. Maintenance, Lamau. Yeah, maintenance. Handheld history. Wow, this is actually really cute. You from Mario Land. You did own the clear one as well. My very first one that I ever had was the clear purple one. I had the atomic clear purple one. And unfortunately, so too did my brother. They both looked the same. But one of them always had Pokemon Red, and one of them always had Pokemon Blue. And my speaker worked, his didn't. I don't know why his stopped working, but he always tried to fucking pawn his off on me. Sold my micro like a dumbass. I did not have a micro. We jumped straight to the GBA, like the original non-backlit one with like the side profile. And I never got an SP. But yeah, this goes through like the whole history of the games and shit. Micro was backlit. Micro was backlit, yes. The only one that wasn't backlit was the original like just GBA, the clear purple one, the light purple one. All right, so we want to get bag 1, and it says plus. So I'm gonna kind of like just keep this here-ish, and we'll flip through it, and we'll open bag number 1, which seems to just be here. I mean, I played a bunch of the GBA, but by that point in time, it was kind of tapering off for me. I didn't play too much later GBA stuff. These pieces here. And it wants us to take the big plate here and some weird looking piece like this and put it here. Do same thing again. So ready for holiday season. I'm so ready to take off the last 2 weeks of December. Be great. Oh, we're building the stand for the game. I see. Weird wedge part like this. The micro, I mean, it's funny to me that like also I was gonna put myself over here so I'm blocking it. But I'm kind of working in this corner. But yeah, we'll get this up here. So it wants me to do. We did this. Now it wants two of these things. I love these smaller Lego sets. They just seem so far less daunting than some of the bigger ones that I've done. Theory bot for getting rid of that. Good bot. This. Oh, I see. And then it stands like this and holds these two plates. So at least they're thoughtful in that way. They give you like a little place to store your extra parts. Oh, and now it wants us to build the cartridge. Okay, we can do that. Do 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 do. Everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I, I just it's been nice to just kind of focus inward for this one. I'm gonna be do 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 do. The song, and you might think this is fucked up, but the song now reminds me of Sword Art Online. You know why? It's like one of the few good episodes in the entire series, right? Like where right around Christmas time he's looking for a way to revive somebody. It's like one of the only worthwhile episodes in the series. Don't hate me for that. think I'm doing this correctly. I think this looks right. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then it wants me to put... But yeah, we're at their what's her... I mean, are people really like concerned about spoilers for Sword Art Online in 2025? I guess I should be considerate. Actually, consideration would be telling you not to watch Sword Art Online. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna just be real with you. I need to keep the parts in the frame, which should be easier than ever now that the camera is like literally up here. Here, I'll show you guys a close up. Won't focus. Working on right now. Oh,
Hey, it's ad time!
thank you, Rick from Rick and Morty. Thank you for the announcement. Okay, so it wants me to take this and this and this. And it wants me to put that here. Oh, I see. Okay, it does line up. And okay, do the opposite on the other side. Got it. We do this and this. Do 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 do. Thank you for taking that. And then we take this big plain plate and put it right on top. Looks like it aligns more up here. Oh, it actually wants me to peel and stick a decal? Ain't no way, bro. That's kind of crazy. They don't really do that anymore. Where is the decal? Did I fuck up already? That looks pretty decal-like in there. Kind of hard to tell. See this thing? I don't know what this could possibly be other than like tiny, delicate paper decals. Oh, no, it's definitely not that. Okay, so where are the decals then? Not on the back of these. Maybe in the back of the book here? Maybe it'll tell me. Do 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 do. I don't know, man. I'm not seeing the decals. Bag one is completely empty. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe they're somewhere in the box. Might be. Well, let's not get hung up on it. I'm sure they'll turn up. I'm still kind of hung up on it though. Where the damn decals? Where are the decals? It just says like one. It just says one. It says one. One peel. One peel off of what? I don't know. We'll never know. The world may never know. I may have just dumped them on the floor somewhere. I don't think so. I don't think I was that careless. Is it somewhere in this book? It doesn't even say in here where you'd get the decals from. Oh, here they are, stuck in the like middle of the book. Thank you, Lego. See, I'm bad at this. I'm bad at this, and I want to make sure that I have like the best possible guideline, which is the edge of this. Because it says here, it's like, hey, dummy, try and center it here on the top edge. Which, you know, like, I think I did an okay job. Could be better. I think that looks fine. It looks totally fine. Mm -mm -mm. Never let anybody tell you that I'm dexterous or like good. I think we're gonna just settle for that. At least it's straight. It's very nice. Good shit. Okay, so from there we just need to put on the sides. Let's go like this. Oh wait, it's these longer ones. So this is the top then. This is the side. This is the side. And now we have a Game Boy game. Look at that. Incredible. And oh, it says that like we can just keep these to the side. I think that's what it was saying about the first page too. It's like, hey, there's some extra stuff in this bag that you need to keep to the side. It was like, hey, keep these to the side. Okay, bud. All right, next bag. We got to do number 2. We keep the smaller bag closed for now while we work on the first parts. So we take one of these and one of these. Include like the parts and all this. That, and then this. Like, if you want to be super, like, persnickety about it, you can, like, kind of gather up these ones that you're going to be using a whole bunch. Pile them up. Usually kind of what I do. Usually regret it when I don't. Especially these ones that you're going to keep coming back to, you know? Like these. These guys are like, we're going to be using these like 17 times, it looks like. So, get them all piled up. Then we got a few of these round corners, and everything else looks kind of just be one-offs. So we'll just have to search for those when we come to them. But you see, like, already, it's a little bit more workable. We do need one of these corner pieces. And then it looks like, oh yeah, literally what I was saying is it's like, okay, keep doing this, and this, and this. Oh my goodness, it wants me to just keep doing it. Oh, it wanted me to use this. Hold up. And now fill it up with just tons of these. Dun, 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 dun. Home for the holidays. Spent a bunch of time writing today again, too. Been writing more and more about, well, one thing I need to do is I need to find a good source for Horikoshi's, one-shot from 2008. Because while I've read it, and I'm going to comment on it, and I've written a bunch of comments on it, I haven't found any good, clean versions of it that I could use for, like, screenshots. Not Tenko. My Hero is the name of the one-shot. It's interesting, because while it's the one that you would think has the most in common with My Hero Academia, it probably has the least. Does Equalizer APO need voice meter installed? No. I promised Manjo I would go through your voice settings with you. Got home early, though. This was a really therapeutic piece to put together after sorting all those pieces into one pile. And then it wants me to... By the way, I hate this song. Fucking Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Stupid ass song. How are you gonna sing a Christmas song from the stairs watching your mom make out with Santa? It's weird. It's weird, dude. What a weird song. Where are these little square things? Hello?
Panda
Oh god.
destruction sent.
Yeah, no,
OMG!
not that one.
I also love Legos.
You love Legos too?
I really like the part when I get to make my Uptopia of Lego people.
Uptopia?
And then my giant kaiju Godzilla gets them. 10
Yeah.
out of 10,
10 out of 10.
hands, too.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did the nails this week myself. want a little mint. I'm feeling, yeah, I like colors is kind of what I've come to realize. I do like doing the black as well, but I kind of like the lighter colors. Thank you, Panda, for the Gilbert Gottfried TTS. But no, Zelda, that is not the one shot. The one shot I'm talking about is a 2008 one shot called My Hero. It was an Akamaru Jump. I realized now, this little bag that was inside the 2 bag is... It might be hard to find, and it's a difficult search because My Hero plus Kohei Horikoshi does not turn up the thing that you're looking for. I have read it before, and I did read it recently, but it wasn't a great quality. But yeah, I was looking around for that for a bit, like a better quality version, and writing and reflecting on it. I already did one on Tenko, and I'm trying to stay away from like, is this worth reading? Because ultimately speaking, like, they didn't stand up to the test. None of these works. None of these works really turned into something successful. And so, are they worth reading? No, I would assume not. They're all either unfinished or... I mean, I think Tenko stands on its own. I think everybody should give Tenko at least a little read through. It's very brief. And honestly, I'm not going to spoil it. It's surprising. It's surprising to me that it was written the way it was. Now, did it turn into anything? No. And am I recommending that you go read it? Not really. It's not for anybody. It's kind of just rough. But in that way, it's interesting as like a look back. It was released in Shonen Jump Plus on August 13th, 2018. Maybe. That might be true. I don't have Shonen Jump Plus, so... This is another really great Lego step, by the way. We're putting a shitload of these on this. Excellent Lego. 10 out of 10 Legoing. Oh, I see. I'm doing it wrong too. Yeah, I was holding off on doing my nails this week because we were doing so much office furniture building, and once we were finally done with like putting the desks together, I was like, I'm tired of it. I want to paint my nails. Just bought this Lego set for your bro-in-law. All right, well, I'll let you know how it is. So far, so good. So far, like 10 out of 10, except for the decal was kind of weird on the Game Boy game, but that's just me. I have a skill issue with decals and stickers and dexterity in general. It's pretty dope. Yeah, I'm liking it. Dope is definitely the word. Oh, it wants... Hold up. It wants me to do this up to the 4th row here. Sorry, the 5th row. How you doing, Panda? How you been? You have a good Thanksgiving? Look at that. That looks like the proper back of a Game Boy. Even got a serial number. I wonder what the significance... Oh, that must be the release date. 1989-04-21, April 21st, 1989. That sounds correct. Hard to tell. Impossible to say, really. There would never be a way to ever tell if that's correct. One, two, three. I think, yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, anymore, I just, I don't know. Doesn't feel right if I don't have nail polish on. It's part of my outfit coordination and stuff. Pretty sure this 2020, 24, it's about Jack Midoriya. If you can get it for me, I'd appreciate that. And you know what would go dope? A tech deck. Yeah, man, I'll get tech decks. You want Endeavor's mission? No, I don't want any of that stuff. Not right now. I'll let you know. Thank you. I wasn't expecting you to just like hop up and get it. I appreciate it. It's free from, I mean, yeah, from your very legal resource. Because we don't encourage anything else on twitch.television. That would be against terms of service. Definitely aren't any freely available resources that. Yeah. Sponsored. 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 We're sponsored here. Sponsored. Like a forced sponsorship. A unilateral sponsorship. They didn't really get a choice in the matter. So far, I'm really liking this set because it's so just easy breezy casual. Although there aren't any like hard Lego sets, guys. I'm a grown ass adult. Like, let's be real here. There would never be a Lego set that I couldn't do, right? Like, what does this mean? What does this mean? I was like zooming in to see it. Like, what does it say? Blop, blop, blop. Okay. It's like easier for me to see the guide from the camera than it is. Although all the parts are gray, which is a little bit of a complicator. Oh, I see. It says that this goes as a part of this. I see. I see. Sorry, I wasn't familiar with your game. Oh, and it wants it attached to this assembly with the green part. So it wants this part down away from the green part. So like this. Yes, the tree. Yeah, like that. Sleigh bells in the snow. All right, so we got this and these, like so. One of those. Do, 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 do. But yeah, I mean, I spent a bunch of time writing about those things today and didn't really ultimately go anywhere with it, but it was still nice to write for a bit. And I've been doing a lot more of that lately. And I think that like my general mood is like relative to how much I've been able to write that day. Hell if I know why. I'm not stalking, I promise, but I just noticed how has Raven Watch been. I've been playing that like every night with my wife and a couple friends, and it's been fantastic. What a good game to play with others. It has a few hiccups and issues with netcode in particular. It doesn't really lag, but if anything happens and you drop, then like you're dropped. There's no way to reconnect, and it's really kind of a bummer when it happens because it can kind of deflate a whole night. But that aside, very fun game. Plays a bit like a multiplayer like Hades or Hyper Light Drifter type. Playing with Elguno. You're playing with Elguno? I'm glad. I'm glad you're playing. Yeah, I'll have to play with you guys sometime. I just my wife wants to play a lot, and then like when I'm playing with her, I'll play with some people I've known for a while. It's fun. It's a fun game to play. Absolutely recommend that game. Especially I think it's definitely on sale on the Humble Bundle store. It's not on sale on Steam right now, I don't think, but if it is, if it's $12 or whatever, it's totally worth that. I think I put in like 50 something hours. And we're not even I don't even think I mean, we're close to beating the second hardest mode. I don't think we're even in the ballpark of beating the hardest mode the way it is right now. At least I'm not. Personally speaking, I am not. Um, but highly enjoyable game. Absolutely. I'd love to see them release more maps. Is really my main thing. Is the map is the same every time, even though there's like random. I guess I'd settle for more new points of interest or events to do. But that's really where the game needs more variety. Is like there's plenty of variety, and I think that maybe the common enemies could use a little bit more. You get kind of into a cycle of like, oh, it's crab time. Hey, babe, it's stage 2. Time for your crabs. Yes, honey. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Crabs maxing. Yeah, I know. It's all about the crab maxing. Do 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 do. Where's the part that I'm looking for? Mm, 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 mm. Hmm. May I mess up and use it somewhere I'm not supposed to? I'm looking for a round one like this guy, but gray, I think? We're looking for like this. Aha! I did not. There was a part left in the bag. I forgot to dump out the whole bag. Self-sabotage, guys. Gotta watch out for that. Don't be your own worst enemy. Make sure you dump out the whole Lego bag. Do 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 do. Okay, I think it wants me to put it in this way. play a little sassy version of this song. I like the beat. It's like a swing beat. What is that? All right, so what do we got going on here? So we got one of these goes... Okay, we're going to hold it like this so that we match it. One of these goes like across here. This guy goes here. And what else we got going on? Oh, I already did something wrong. Like so. Like a glove. Bless you. Last Christmas is probably the second worst Christmas song ever made. I'd die on that hill. Name a worse Christmas song. Baby, It's Cold Outside, you think is worse? You think Baby, It's Cold Outside is worse? It's about what? Are you going to say misogyny? Are you going to say it's misogynistic? Are you going to say it's kind of like sexual assaulty? I guess we've gone over that ground. But this song is terrorism. This song is audio terrorism. So you tell me what's worse. The song isn't even about anything. It doesn't even make sense. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save you from tears, like, I'll give it to someone special. Shouldn't you have done that to begin with? Isn't that what got you here the first time? Stop giving away your heart. You need that. And then they just keep doing it over and over again. Just stop. Stop giving it away over and over, over and over. Just keep repeating. Just keep repeating. It's like reading a subreddit. It's like reading our relationships. Wasn't installed. Okay. I mean, that could be true. I'll take a look. But do you know what I mean? Like, this song is like reading our relationships around Christmas time. It's just the same post over and over again. Last Christmas, I gave him a heart. And the very next day, I gave him this tears, saved from tears. Like, I'm sure that's been a post. I'm sure somebody has done that post just like with more words. Am I the asshole? In the previous year, I once promised my heart to someone who then took it and threw it away. I'm glad you fixed your audio gremlins. We will test it, I'm sure, with Raven's Watch. Raffo. Yeah. Oh goodness. Should we stream Raven's Watch sometime? Should we stream us playing that game? Yeah, I think this is what it wants me to do. Off camera there. That would be a dope watch. Maybe. We'll see. We need to stream more Deltarune soon. We'll be back with that soon. Now that we've got everything situated. Probably this weekend even, I would think. But like, I don't know, we've been playing Raven's Watch like every night. Although to a certain degree, I am okay with game nights just being an ephemeral sort of just, yeah, that happened sort of thing. It doesn't always have to be on the record or whatever. What does this want me to do? Oh, I see. Thank you, Legos. There's like 5 words in this song. They get away with so much in this song that a normal song would not get away with. Like seriously. There's like one bridge and one hook. And that's it. It's the same fucking lyrics over and over again. Not even Daft Punk is this daring. There's a classic. Deck the Halls. I need my Christmas songs to have words in them that modern people don't understand. You know what a fucking bough of holly even is? What? An excuse for sexual assault? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's mistletoe sexual assault.
I said holly, not mistletoe.
I'm just wondering. It's been on my mind.
Mistletoe is sexual. So if you look, you need consent before you do something.
Right.
Mistletoe is not consent.
It's like kiss pop.
Mistletoe is not consent. Unless you hung the mistletoe.
No, that's not.
Well, why are you hanging the mistletoe?
You still need co-consent.
You still need pro consent. Okay, I mean, that's true.
Co-consent.
Okay, yeah.
You can't just like.
You can't assume it. That's true. That's true. That's absolutely true. But why are you hanging the what is the mistletoe about? Why are we, what is that tradition even from?
Good question.
Is Christmas just like sexual harassment scenarios from
Yeah,
HR?
It's capitalism.
It's capitalism and make baby.
That's all it is.
I need to just get her in here so you guys can hear her.
Well, I'm restarting my computer.
Yeah, I don't think they can hear that.
I'm restarting my computer, and then I have to go. Cats.
You're gonna volunteer with the cats? Are you gonna stay hi to Fulton for me?
Yeah, and then I'll be back later.
I appreciate that.
I'm pushing Windows updates and checking my.
Okay.
Everything's great.
We'll have you in for a Deltarune stream soon.
Okay.
Talk about misogyny then. I think I did this little part correctly. I'm gonna mistletoe you. I don't know, man. You know, it's given the wrong kind of vibes. It's given the wrong kind of vibes. I gotta say, I just don't know that we've properly vetted any of our traditions. I don't think that we've passed any of these things through HR. Just seems fraught for abuse. And frankly speaking, too many grocery store pastries and cookies. I don't want any more grocery store pastries and cookies unless they're Kirkland. Kirkland got that shit. You had them Kirkland the raspberry vanilla like muffins or whatever. Those shits are so good. That has nothing to do with Christmas though. Oh, wait. Did I miss a step? Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Go back. I think it wanted me to attach the thing that I just made. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's like, hey, dummy, put this thing on here. Okay, yeah. I can do that. But once this side up, and this goes in like this. Okay. Sounds good as fuck. Yeah. What was I even just saying? I got completely distracted by my own failure with this piece. Is it like that? That's kind of crazy if this goes in there like that. Oh, it does. Whoa, that's weird. Oh, that's strange. Okay. Weather outside is frightful. You know, it's just repeating the same thing over and over again. See a winter spring. God, I'm gonna lose it. Yeah, right. I want to just stay inside. It is kind of a rapey song. I can't say that. Sorry. It's like sexual assaulty. He's like, hey, but it's not though. See, this one isn't so much because he's just like, hey, look, it's cold outside, babe. Why don't we just stay in? He's just offering it up. It's not like you know, the other one where it's like she's actively saying, I have to say no, no, you know, like that one is not okay. This one is just like, hey, you know, it's cold out anyway, bruh. It's cold out. It's just cold out. I saw a discussion on was it on Twitter or Blue Sky or I don't even know if it was on one of those sites. But people were talking about how there's like this I don't know culture or predilection towards I don't know, talking about how something didn't age well. Or like, oh, that didn't age well. Like when something has like a cringe joke or like bad writing or even like for a video game, like bad graphics, quote unquote, like bad graphics. And my only thought about it was that like if that's all you're saying in critique of something, you aren't actually saying anything at all. You know what I mean? Is like if all you're saying is just like, oh, that's old, or oh, that thing was insensitive, or something at the time that it happened. You're not actually making an objective like statement about anything. Can we talk about why it was that way, or the context of the situation, or like anything? There's anything you could do to spice that up a little bit more than just like this is like old and weird. Like, okay, we get it. We understand. It's why I try to, in my own writing, I'm not really like trying to tell you how to feel about something. I'm not trying, when I wrote my thing about Tenko the other day, I'm not trying to tell you, like, is this good? Is this bad? Is this worth watching? Because it's not really about that to me. My goal with reading and writing about that in particular was about discovering something about an artist that I like and respect. You know? It wasn't about, is this work immaculate? Does it stand up in comparison to other works? It's more just like, what am I learning by reading this? Right. Also, I don't know what I look like half the time because I am looking down at the table, and I guess it looks like that. That's fine. That's fine. I'm sure it's just authentic. Authentic to what I'm doing. Is that the right? Yeah. Okay, so one of those 3 pegs in there. Heading out. Bye. Have fun with the cats. Alright, Zelda just left for the cats. She volunteers at, if you've ever been in like a store and seen like, hey, come adopt our cats, like there's just like cats in like a dome or a, you know, a bunch of kennels and cages and stuff. And those they're like from our local animal shelter. She volunteers at like one of those. Where like, you know, somebody has to go in and take care of those cats, feed them and play with them and make sure they're doing all right. I go with her sometimes. Well, I've gone with her once, but I'd like to formally maybe volunteer at one of them at some point myself, but I'm allergic. It's kind of a problem. And you might be like, "Don't you have cats?" And yes, yes, we do. We do have two cats that I am allergic to. And it's not like I'm not dying, and I don't even have that bad of allergies, but I just get like itchy nose and stuff if I'm near them, and it's not something I'd like to subject myself to if I don't have to. Usually, what is going on here? What is this piece? It wants me to like shove this in here. What is this? We're holding it like this, and it wants this. Oh, I see. It's upside down. And then it wants to rotate it this way. And we're putting in this guy here. This guy next to him. And I think there's one more at once. Oh, no, no, no. We have it already. Next page. I've gone a few ways about Christmas over the years, and you know, like on one hand, I don't like starting the season too early. I think as a society, and if I can get another soapbox here, I think we kind of ruin things for ourselves on a regular basis by just constantly indulging in them. Uh, example, sequels and cinematic universes and things that shouldn't exist just continue to exist because we like them. Like things that should be allowed to have a natural cycle, get that cycle unnaturally extended as much as possible. And I see a lot of that repeated in like the Christmas holiday, which is sort of just like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna knock you if you decide that, you know, November 1st is when you're gonna start doing Christmas. I don't think I could really like fault you for wanting more happiness in your life, right? If that's what makes you happy. Or if that's what you really need right now. But we definitely I think that when you just do that, you're not creating more happiness. You're kind of stretching what's already there just a bit more thin, right? But saying all of that, I am of the mind more and more lately that it'd be better if we could just have more. We could just, if you want to enjoy it, then enjoy it. Go ahead. Because I think a lot of things are more about what mindset you're putting yourself in leading into them. You know what I mean? is it's like your reaction to a situation is going to be predicated upon how you feel going into it. Right? Like if you're feeling bad, then you're going to react poorly. That's just, it's kind of like just how it goes. And so like if doing that can help you get by, or if doing that can put you in a better posture to react to the way life is, then by all means, please go for it. How does this attach? Does it just sit here? Is that really what they intend? I guess so. We will trust the process for now. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm overthinking it. That's usually what I do. It's not usually not maybe I'm overthinking it. It is that I'm always overthinking things. Kind of just my perpetual lot in life. But in summary, though, a lot of my rethinking of this position has just been resulting from my approach to cringe and the way I just sort of retch at all cringe culture now. That's really what it is. I just, when I see somebody who is just basically only introducing negativity into the world, and I know that I've been doing kind of some of that with like my reaction to Katamari recently, but when I see a situation in which like somebody's enjoying themselves and somebody else, because I feel like that's the intrinsic difference between the Katamari situation and what I'm talking. Is somebody's enjoying themselves, doing something that doesn't harm anyone else, right? Which is to say, like, they're putting up their Christmas decorations on November 2nd, right? That doesn't actually cause appreciable harm to anyone, no matter what, like, nosy HOAs might tell you. So in that situation, when that's happening, and I see somebody who's just like super judgmental about it, my instinctual reaction now is to kind of defend the person who wasn't doing anything wrong. And that should have been the reaction always. And like I acknowledge that as a growth point for myself. But to me, it just seems like, I don't know, so much gets discouraged nowadays. And this was kind of my point when I was writing about Tenko. I think that it's not that I'm having trouble. I feel very strongly that critique is very important. I think constructive criticism is what I'm trying to represent in the world, more so than anything, is that what I'm trying to do is not give somebody an interpretation of something. No. I'm not trying to give somebody a feeling on something. I'm trying to give them an interpretation of something. Is the way I'm trying to approach it. Right? Is my point of view is that like constructive criticism shows that I cared enough about the work in order to critique it. And unconstructive criticism is just harassment. And when we discourage people who are creating, we get nothing. An ounce of encouragement into somebody who's already creating something can go miles. Just an ounce. Just a little bit of push. Just it's harassment. Yeah, exactly. People can push constructive criticism too far where it's like being a wiener, and I think people just like being a wiener instead of legitimate criticism. Exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Is like an ounce of support, an ounce of encouragement. And I'm not saying be nice for the sake of being nice. I don't like fake shit either. I think that if you're giving a genuine compliment, it needs to be a genuine compliment. You can't just say, "Oh, that's the best, it's the greatest" to everything, because then it means nothing. That's not what I'm saying either. There's such a thing as toxic positivity. But what I am saying is that constructive criticism shows that you engaged with a work deeply enough in order to understand it and see where the person was coming from. And in that regard, like, it could be encouraging if you do it the proper way. I think you're hot. I think you're hot too, Panda. You know what I mean, though? It's just, I think that you can talk about, like, yeah, you're right. But you can talk about, let's switch to something a little more. I'm gonna like zone out a bit. I love the Christmas, but we listened to like an hour and a half of that already. Hopefully the other party understands that it's just criticism. See, that's the thing. Is like, to me, what I want to see more of in the world is just creation. And the reason for that is that nobody gets it right the first time. Nobody in this world, even the most extraordinarily lucky motherfucker in the planet, even the most talented person you've ever seen, the most talented artist, pianist, guitar player, like anything, any talented person did not get that right the first time. My favorite recent saying that has gotten really popular is just make it. Just get it out there in the world and then worry about getting it right. True faker doesn't always win. I mean, he didn't start winning. He wasn't born out the womb winning. He wasn't born with the ability to play League of Legends. You know what I mean? Like, it might seem like it. You know what I mean? It's just like, if you don't ever get the chance to put something bad out in the world because the world is too harsh, and that's a valid thing. That is a valid fear. I think that people are completely valid in that concern, and where like they don't want to put something out because they can't deal with the way they can't deal with the way the world is. That's fair. It breaks my heart every time, but it's fair. And just, if we could even get one more person to make something that wouldn't have otherwise, I think that that's a worthy cause. And I'm not saying hug box. I'm really not. I'm not saying that like you have to be nice to everybody who makes something. But I am saying that what the world could do a lot more with is people shutting the fuck up if they don't have anything to say. And that's really what it comes down to, is that when people just rag on something, when they just dump on somebody for making something that they don't like, you're not actually doing anything. You're not actually saying anything of value, because the thing that you hate already exists, is already in existence. And no amount of shouting about it or getting mad or, you know what I mean? None of that is going to make it unexist. It exists already. So maybe just stop giving it life by getting mad at it and sitting there and screaming about it. You know? Crazy concept, I know. Because that's the other problem nowadays. It's just that people don't understand the idea that you give life to everything that you invest your time in. Your attention is finite, friends. The attention you're spending here on me, frivolous, very frivolous. I appreciate it, but at the same time, you have a finite amount of time in the day and a finite amount of time on this earth, and you're spending some of it here. And what people don't seem to realize is that they also have a finite amount of attention for news, goings on, happenings in the world. When you choose to spend it on things that you don't like, and when you choose to do that, you are breathing life into something that wouldn't have it without you.
Hey, it's that time.
Thank you. Thank you for the ad reminder. I don't even know who that was. I wasn't looking. It sounded goofy. I don't know, man. It just seems to me like things would be a lot easier if some people could realize they were just being stupid. It's like one of those no-win situations too, because when somebody shows me something from some internet dickhead personality, I don't even want to name a name because then I breathe life into it too. When somebody shows me a post of theirs or some words that they said, a quote or something, and I'm guilty of this too, because I've done it too, where I point it out and then I'm like, oh, look at what this dickhead said. When you do that, you've now done their job for them, because these creatures thrive off of attention. they That's how they live. That's how they make their living, is by getting attention. They don't really care what kind of attention it is. And so the less of it they're getting, the more outlandish they'll start to be. In hopes that, of course, you will start reaching new audiences. Just a numbers game. It's all just classic television ratings. I don't know, man. I think a lot of things to myself. I'll just say that. There's a reason I'm not on Twitter anymore. It would be easier when I realize when I'm being stupid, at least acknowledging my bad flaws, but I see a lot of self-growth to go at it. That's exactly it. Knowing when you need to shut the fuck up is an important life skill. Realizing when you've reached a precipice that you don't have knowledge for is so important. And being able to judge those gaps in your knowledge to say sort of like, hey, I don't know enough to proceed with this, is like, if you're able to do that on a consistent basis, I promise you you'll get somewhere in life. Like, just the simple knowledge that you don't know fucking enough to keep going is just like huge, right? Because if you know that, then you know where, like, the entire problem with ChatGPT right now is that people don't know when the fuck it's lying and hallucinating, right? Like, it'll just tell them, oh, Obama was president in 2018. And they're just like, all right, this sounds right enough. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's the problem. So if you're one step ahead of that problem, then you're way ahead of a lot of people right now. You're so far ahead of the game. If you can do that, you have nothing to worry about. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. People are fucking cooked, man. People are cooked, but at the same time, shit's the same as it's always been. Like, oh, ChatGPT is writing papers and doing Google searches and coding for people, but at the same time, they used to just plagiarize anyway. I'm trying my best, Papa. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Where does this go? Oh, it goes here. Here? Ah, it does go there. I work with people who make six figures and they don't know how to do Google searches. I mean, more than six figures. People get imposter syndrome over anything. And then there are just like people cursed or blessed with like just blessed ignorance. You know what I mean? Like the kind of confidence that comes with like just not knowing better is always astounding to me. People flexing on making a full on AI anime. I know. I know. Vibe coding was the other thing that I saw being discussed the other day. Which is like you're not coding shit, of course, right? You haven't coded in your life, but you're gonna call it that because you're an imbecile. I vibe coded. Shut the fuck up. These are people who are taking like the the critical thinking equivalent of like cutting up magazine clippings and making a ransom note. It's like they're like, look, I painted a picture. I make pretty dope AI songs on Pangea. Yeah, you're a composer, vaunted composer, very well known, very well respected composer. So we take this, go like this, and take one of these like this. Slap down here. Poke over the edge one. It does. Okay. Sorry, I should keep this on screen so you guys can see how far we've come. I'm still learning how to do these. I do have a new mount, which is great, that I don't have to have this shit over my shoulder and like I'm constantly worried of bumping it. And I can lower and raise it if I need to, and it's really nice. But like I'm still trying to like keep an idea of like what would make for an interesting hand cam stream, and then how do I actually keep it framed properly. Well, it wasn't on my shoulder, it was over my shoulder. It was like beside the desk before on an actual tripod. So this is a Canon. I keep saying I should put it in the credits. It's a Canon Rebel T7. So it's a DSLR from about a decade ago. I have it hooked up right now with a DC power pack. Oh, lingerie gloves. Oh, you're making suggestions for hand cam streams. We'll do a nail painting stream sometime. How about that? I'll meet you in the middle. I'm really bad at painting my nails. But it usually comes out okay in the end because I kind of like clean it up. But next time I need to do them, I'll do a nail painting stream. Close enough, I guess. Yeah, we'll look at the lacy lingerie gloves. It would just get in the way of doing Legos. Honestly, I could do like a cosplay stream like Anna did before too. I have cosplayed my VTuber model before. Honestly, I don't dress too dissimilarly from this most of the time anyway. Game Boy. Game Boy. This goes here. Oh, I see. This needs to go here. Yeah. When I went to ASEN a couple years ago, I cosplayed as my VTuber. I think this is all right. Catgirl IRL. Yeah, we try. We try. I've been finding myself more with the fashion and stuff lately. I went like 30 something years of my life barely taking selfies, and I take a whole bunch this year now because I dress the way I want to and shit, you know. How does your mom? No mistletoe. We've gone over this. It's sexual assault. Inappropriate. Zelda did not like the mistletoe. Also, what's up, Anna? How you doing? I'm making a D-pad right now. Is that what this is? You're sleepy. Today is a good day for being sleepy. I can't fault anybody for that. I was wiped out after spending 7 hours on the damn office yesterday. I'll tell you that much. Like, I'm glad it's ready and done and all that. It's not really even done. There's still stuff we need to do. I want to put some diffusers on the LEDs because a friend recommended that. Yeah, yesterday, wife and I spent all day putting together our office. All damn day. Oh, I see. This wants me to start putting on, like, plates on the front. So one here. Home office, home office. Yeah, no. We renovated our office, our home office. Which I can share some pictures of in the Discord. But it's been years in the making. We spend all damn day in this office. I work here now. Like, I've worked here for like half a decade. And this is where I spend all my free time. So it was time. Hopefully the microphone sounds a little better. There were some bare walls in here that I covered with acoustic foam. Got new setup, new big desk. I mean, this is all new here too. Also, this D-pad is awesome. They just had me build it. It actually feels like a D-pad. It actually feels like it. Okay, so do this. You can do that. Lego set is dope. It is dope. You know, I haven't really been disappointed by a Lego set yet. And let me tell you, by the way, they have a master series of Star Wars craft. And I'm talking like original Rogue Squadron roster. They did an A-Wing already. It was like $240. Like an A-Wing. Like, if you even know what a fucking Star Wars A-Wing is, you're a fucking nerd. Why did they make a $200 set for it? I don't know. But they now have an X-Wing out this year. Like a master grade X-Wing. It's the Starfighter series. Here, I'm going to find it. Like, paste this in here? Can I drag this in here? Oh, goodness. It just, like, overrode everything. You can see it there. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that thing. It's $240. $239.99. It's fucking massive too. But it's like the original X-Wing. And it does the X-Oil, like it does the wings. Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. Big Lego. It's massive. It's fucking it's huge. It's got 2,000 pieces. 1,953 pieces. Insane. Insane shit. I have a like 4-foot tall Saturn V rocket that was 1964 pieces. I can remember that because that's the year. That's the year of the Saturn V. The Saturn V was like commissioned or whatever. They did that on purpose. Nerd. Okay, so now what do they want? They want me to take one of these. Oh, it's okay. We take a little white plate thing, put an orange thing on it, and then a purple thing on that. And then that goes into one of these horrible hole things. Right? Oh, I see. I see. I see. It pokes through. Pokes through like this. And then you do this. It's a button. Oh my God, it's a button. I just made a button. That was awesome. We love buttons. This is a button household. It just like appeared. It just like appeared from nowhere. Okay, so then they want me to attach this and this like this. And then we take one of these L's and one of these claw grippy guys. Do that again, it looks like. I still have so much leftover Chinese in the fridge waiting for me. I'm thinking about it too. I'm getting so hungry. We gotta finish this. I'm in no rush, but that's my current thought process. I try to like force myself to speak my thoughts when I'm streaming. I've had a problem with that in the past where I'll just sit here and do what I usually do, which is play something in silence, do something in complete silence. I'm just kind of meditative in general. Really don't talk much. Went to Denny's earlier for the first time in like a decade. You know, that sounds lovely right now. I was thinking about getting McDonald's breakfast earlier, like hot cakes and sausage. I don't know why. I don't know why McDonald's breakfast. I don't know why that in particular, but like that's the kind of mood I'm in today. And I kind of get Denny's. Denny's is right along that vibe. How was the Denny's? Yeah, I'm curious. How was the Denny's? How expensive was the Denny's? How much does 2025 Denny's cost and feel? Bro, the Denny's is really quite good considering you got a whole burrito for $8. You know what? $8 burrito sounds like the right price for a burrito. And then, you know, I say that, and then I can imagine the Redditor appearing from like under the bridge, and they're like, actually, you could meal prep 25 burritos for only $8.99. So, actually, that is not a good deal, and you wasted all of your money. I no longer have any close Denny's by me. If I'm going for something like that, usually we wind up at an IHOP first. There's just more IHOPs. And they're kind of like the same. I mean, not for like real food. IHOP doesn't really have real food as much as they want to pretend they do. Don't really have that many IHOPs. Yeah, they're more prevalent here than the Denny's. Denny's country, huh? I'd trade both for Waffle House though. Full stop. Not that Waffle House has like extraordinary food or anything. It's just that like it's just a funnier place on the whole. Oh, this is the thing they wanted me to do with this. Hold up. I haven't been to an IHOP for a hot minute. I mean, it's not like you're missing anything, right? Like every time I think of an IHOP, and we do go to IHOP, and we keep getting burned by going to IHOP, even though really at this point in time we should know better. But like, you know, I think of like a coffee mug with stains on it and kind of like room temperature eggs. You know what I mean? Like, and every time you get your coffee tasting right, they top it off. Tell me I'm wrong with the room temperature eggs and soggy bacon. Come on. And then it's like $40 somehow. We just made buttons. This is pretty sick. Flip it over. And we're building. We're building this. Fuck, I hate it when they do your top off and the cream sugar bounces. Fuck! They do it every time. They don't even ask. They just come in and pour it in. Like, I didn't ask you to do that. Did anybody tell you, hey, fuck up my coffee? No? What are you doing? Why'd you do that? But no, you would look like the crazy one if you got upset about that. And it's like, nope, now it tastes like fucking brown water again. Because it's not good coffee. It's diner coffee. It's shit that's sitting in a drip pot for God knows how long. Dripping through God knows what. Using God knows what water. And, you know, when you're finally happy with your sugar, water, cream, brown, and then they fuck it up, it's like, it's just crushing. It's soul rending. You're like, I'm not even awake yet. I'm not even awake yet, and I'm being trolled. Okay, so how do we get this in here? Is it really, like, slot in? Oh, I see. It slots in like this. That was awesome. Oh, man, it's looking like a Game Boy. I mean, the whole diner experience is usually better at a smaller diner anyway. It's just that, like, I don't know. There's something about just knowing what you're getting into at, like, a Denny's, you know? Growing up, there used to be this diner that my dad always went to, where you could get it was 2 eggs, 2 pieces of meat, like you get sausage or bacon or a couple other different things. So you got 2 eggs, 2 bacon, 2 pancakes, 2 pieces of toast, and a coffee, and it was $3.99. And I think that was a dollar increase from what it started at. And he used to complain about that a lot. And it's like, I wish that still existed. Like, what the fuck? And that is like the diner coffee too experience, where it's like, you know, they're just gonna keep filling it up. So it's not just like 1 cup of coffee either. Like, I don't know. I miss that. Okay, so we put this on here now. Man, this is really coming together. Look at that. So we have this edge that it wants us to work on by way of this. Did I do this wrong? I think I did this wrong. Yeah, I did do it wrong. It's supposed to go like this. I don't know. I was talking about fashion too, and it's just like for a lot of my time on this earth, I've just kind of worn whatever. And like I don't know. That's fine and all. But if I feel envious that somebody gets to wear something, I should just wear it, right? Like, you have a certain drip now? Yeah, I feel like I do. I feel like I'm finding myself. I've always liked being like, I don't know, soft and cozy and kind of like dressing like I'm going to the library. But like the, the quote unquote girly version of that, I would suppose. I don't know. It's like, it's the clothes don't have genders. It's like, this is one day I was just like, wait, why am I not wearing that if I want to dress like that? I like sweaters and loose clothes and leggings and tights and sneakers and streetwear and shorts and loose baggy skirts sometimes and that kind of stuff. I don't know. I just wear whatever I want now. And I feel much better about it. The only reason I wouldn't before would be just to be taken seriously. You know what I mean? It's just like, if you think about it, I kind of wear anime drape and my pop's just judging me, but I make it work for real, for real. You know, do what you got to do. Do what you want to do. Be you. Because, you know, the people who are judging you don't have to live your life. End of the day, that's ultimately what it comes down to. Anime drip is legit. Like even right now, I'm wearing like this big cozy sweater, and I have a longer sleeve shirt underneath because it's softer. But like I'm wearing like I have black skirt and black tights on. You know, it's just like whatever. I'm cozy. I'm comfortable. I'm in my lane. I'm thriving, and I'm cute. I'm gonna be real. I like it. I like being that way. That was really what it was. Is a lot of clothes that were like you were just like if you're a guy, you just get a pass to not give a fuck. Is really my thing. Is like if you just want to go to the Walmart men's section and get like shitty jeans and a graphic t-shirt that has like a Chevy logo on it, you're totally welcome to do that. Nobody's going to stop you. You're allowed to. I'm not judging you if that's what you want to do, man. Go ahead. Just don't try and enforce that on me. I'm tired of it. I don't want that anymore. Be cute, goddammit. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just, you know, like I said, people who judge you don't have to be you. Let them judge. They don't get to make the choice. But yeah, as a result of all that, I've been posting like selfies and stuff, and it's just like, I don't know. I've never felt that urge before to indulge in that before, where like you care enough about what you're wearing to actually share it with people. It's fun. And that's been part of my whole bent about like not taking away other people's joy is because I felt like I was a victim of that. You know what I mean? Realistically speaking, if it's not constructive criticism, you can just tell somebody to shut the fuck up. And even if it is, even if it's the most constructive criticism in the world, you're still legitimately allowed to just tell them to shut the fuck up. Like, who asked? Ultimately, like that's up to you. You know, what's really funny though is like when you see all these guys lamenting about like, oh, the ladies don't pay attention to me or whatever, like I can't, I'm so lonely and women won't talk to me or whatever. And I'll tell you what, folks, I don't need the attention. I don't want the attention. I am married happily, quite happily, and have been for many years now. But like the most conversations I've ever had with women have been since I've started painting my nails. Like just with strangers, just men and women, but like just like they're definitely like just take care of yourself and look like you aren't fucking insecure and people will talk to you like legitimately. I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know what else to talk about on my stream except just the deep ass thoughts that come to me. And so I apologize if it kind of just turns into a soapbox all the time, but also at the same time, anybody here is just here because they want to be. So that's what I have to tell myself. How do I find a cute guy? I mean, it's probably pretty much the same way, right? It is over here. I don't need to, I mean, I don't want you to have to reassure me either. It's just something I've learned to grow with. I appreciate it though. How do you, I mean, just like, how do you find a cute guy? Is like, it's probably the same way, right? I feel like most people just kind of want that connection with somebody who's just put together. I don't think he's sorry. I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. You'll never know. Off on. I have to read these. This didn't say that reading was going to be required. I should return this whole set. Probably going to go back to IKEA tomorrow too. IKEA on Black Friday weekend. I kind of just want to. I kind of just want to go see it. See, the thing is that when I'm alone, and I think I will be tomorrow if I go, I can kind of like maneuver my way through that place. Or any store. I don't really care how busy it is. But like I can just like, you know, step around and through and whatever and get my way to where I'm going and have a plan ahead of time. Pretty retail adept, I feel like. Is that a good skill to have? Is that even a skill? Like a survival skill in this country. Yeah, you gotta part the crowd by holding A while moving the control stick gently forward. But no, it's like when I'm with Zelda, like we we're gonna goof off and if I go too quickly I'll wind up losing her. You know what I mean? It's that kind of shit. But me, like, before I even like I don't know how much I want to get into my frickin' neurosis. Before I do something, I like to know, generally speaking, what the whole plan is. You know? So like even if I'm driving somewhere, I'll kind of like look at the route ahead of time, just a little bit. Not I'm not gonna commit it to memory or anything, but I kind of want to see like the general flow of things and just you know, to have the outlay, right? So like before I go to an IKEA, I'm gonna know kind of like at least vaguely what I want and where it is. Like I'm not gonna like Google like the store or anything and see like what floor shit is on, but like I'm gonna walk up to the sign when I first go in. I'm gonna note where everything is and then kind of plot out the order of what I want, like then and there, and to get through it. But like if I'm with Zelda, like that's kind of out the window as far as just like I feel like she'd go along with it if we sat down and plotted it out. But we're just gonna like deviate from that plan. Yeah, I need to get a bigger shelf for in here. We're gonna get a bigger bookshelf. There's one bookshelf we left in here, and it's like a smallish one from way, way back when we had low ceilings in a basement. So we're gonna replace it with a bigger shelf that's wider and taller, and more condensed for like DVD size stuff, which we have a lot of. It wants me to like flip this over. Skip a step. Oh, I see. I see what I did. Wants me to take this and put it on here. I see. Okay, so this slides on there like that. I need to reach up on the desk and do things before doing them. About that. Now it wants me to take some sort of... Looks like this. Maybe it is this? Oh, it's this one. So we take this one and we put this on here. And we put this on the front like that. And then it connects to this assembly like so. I'm sitting here thinking the only other thing that got me more attention than painting my nails was getting married. I swear to God, people see the wedding ring and they're like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like, oh, somebody's vetted for him. Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but like you'll have more conversations with people when you're wearing one, I'll tell you that much. Vetted. Exactly. That's what I mean. Is like I feel like I'm wearing like my like certification badge or some shit. I mean, aside from that, I don't really have any other practical advice. So to recap, if you're having trouble dating, get married and try painting your nails or something. I don't know. Yep, that's it. Checks out. It's about as good as any advice you're going to get from an internet person. Full stop. Just don't get advice from internet people. You really, really shouldn't. Really shouldn't. Yeah, I'm trying to put this window together. They're pretty bold putting this weird little clear plastic pane in a bag of Legos with no like I thought it would have like you know like when you buy one of these like one of these little dangly keychains, it usually has like a clear peel plastic layer on it. That does not have that. And it's not really like scratched up or anything, but I was kind of expecting it to have one. Oh well. We put it in this way. Now we're holding it this way, and we go like this. And there's this guy. And like so. And like so. Coming along really well. Soon I'll be free from the mines and I'll be able to eat dinner. Oh no. So this wants me to take, okay, so there's some weird funky pieces here. Let's do one of these. These. And then there's this and something with a print on it. Something with print on the side. This guy? Ah, I see. So he goes like that. And one of those on top. And that gets put down here. Okay, I see. I see. I'm seeing it. Coming together. I see the vision. Vision. It's like this. Oh, and then they just do. Honestly, I don't think I'm qualified to give anybody advice. For some reason, I get asked a lot for advice. Like been my lot in life, actually. If I had to say that any particular thing has happened to me a surprising number of times, it's that people have approached me for advice. And every time it happens, I'm never really sure. Maybe that's why I'm asked. In some respects, maybe it's because I kind of take that responsibility for it. I don't know. But I just never really know if I'm the right person to be asking. Like nothing really qualifies me to give advice on very much. How does this even go in, bro? It's like not mathing. It's because I had something wrong. I see. We're working on like this side of things, and we go from the top to the bottom, bottom to top. I stop in the core, forgotten in the middle of my thoughts. Okay, we go here. Oh fuck! It's not load bearing, guys. It's not load bearing. I feel like I've heard the melody in this song before. Honored? what it reminds me of. It just reminded me of that. It's similar. It's not the same. Now we work on this side, much the same way. This guy goes here. Oh. Did I do this wrong, damn it? I think I did. No, this has to be right. So this has to be right. Yeah, no, this is right. This is right. This is right. This is right. Here, look. I did it. I did it. The only other sage advice I have is probably don't do your nails before doing Legos. I'm constantly nervous I'm gonna fucking chip one of these. No, don't roll. I caught it. I caught it. I caught it. I don't think this desk is slanted. Why was it rolling? Oh, because of the fan. I have a fan blowing on my phone. Because my phone overheats when VTube Studio is running. Thank you, iPhone. Thank you, base Apple. Okay, so the way this works is we pull the back off, and then we have access to this. Drop in the cartridge like this. Gotta put in its history. And look at that. Here you go, guys. Nintendo. It's got we got a contrast roller here. There's a power switch up top that actually works, so you can actually hear it. I'll talk so you can hear it. It snaps. It actually snaps. It's got buttons. Look at this. They all feel like buttons. I'm missing this piece. I didn't put this piece in. What a fool I am. There it is. And look, we can put the game inside too, I think. I think it just like slots in there. Like so. It actually feels authentic in the hands. Like it's a little bit bigger than it should be. But in terms of like build quality and like presentation and everything, this is really cool. What a neat little thing. Oh, and we can build a little stand for it. All right, let's build the stand and then we'll wrap up stream and go eat. Put the real one by it? Yeah, I'll go grab it real quick. One second. Let me build this stand here. Let's do... Boop. Bam. bam, and bam. That like this. Here. And it's super easy, it looks like. That was really all there was to it. The rest of this is just for building the other cartridge, it looks like. Oh, I see. There's even a hole on the bottom for the stand to grip it. Obviously, that isn't the best view of it, but give me a second. I'm going to go grab the real one. Good suggestion, Mr. Joe. Let me clear out the detritus here. Although I will build the other cartridge, but here's the comparison. There's your side by side. So ultimately, pretty much exactly the same size, actually. If you look, the backs, similar. Keep in mind that this was originally pretty gray, and they get yellow over time just because there's some sort of defect in the plastic that makes them so. So it's probably originally very much more like this color. But over time would have yellowed just from being used and exposed to air and oxygen and everything else, you know, sweat in your hands and all that stuff. Cigarettes, if you were one of those. But the spacing is pretty accurate. The speaker's in the right place. The buttons are spaced right. I didn't do the A button here correctly. I need to flip that over and fix that. Makes the shell pretty brittle. No, I think the yellowing is part of it. I think the yellowing is just part of it. I'm just kind of pointing it out for like the accuracy portion of it. The decaling is right. Like this would have been originally painted over, I believe, with the decaling up here, just to match like up here. Because everything else on here was painted over. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe that's inaccurate. Got a connector port, and the volume roller is accurate. It's pretty spot on. It's pretty spot on, guys. It's an interesting task to make anything out of Lego. I have no idea how they make some of these sets, like being real. Anyway, that was fun. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight while I built this. But I am starving, so I think I'm going to end stream here. I'll finish up the other cartridge on. I guess I could do it real quick. Let's just go through it real quick. Honestly, let me just do it. 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 Boom, boom. Just so I don't have the pieces laying around. But yeah, after this, I'm going to end stream. I'm going to actually look around for somebody to raid while I do this. Oh, V3's at 169 plushies sold. Nice. Don't make me listen to myself. I see Pocky's online. We'll raid Pocky after this. All right, let me finish this up and then we'll raid Pocky. Oh, I did that wrong. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I don't think we have any specific plans this weekend, but I do want to pick up more Deltarune with Zelda. At some point, anyway. I also do have Katamari still to. I'd like to beat it. I'd like to at least justify the $30 I spent on it. You know, I'm having fun with it. Like I said earlier, like if they gave me a level designer or like custom stages or any sort of customization, that game would last forever functionally. Like it's really just a simple, basic physics game. You know, nothing really to it. What does this want me to stick this to? I see. Could they sell more Katamaris if people could simply make their own? You know, that's really the crux of it, isn't it? There's new $10 DLC for the game on top of the $60 it already had, by the way. It adds some cousins and some music. And it hurts me inside that somebody probably bought that. Somebody purchased that. I don't know what was involved in it, but somebody purchased it. You ever feel like you're just being dragged down by the dumbest possible people making the worst possible choices all the time? Oh, God. Sometimes. Just sometimes. All right, the most harrowing part of this is putting the damn sticker on, and I'm going to do it on camera, okay? Let's try. What I try to do is align it with the top edge. And then get it centered. First, I'm going in crooked. I'm so bad at the kind of dexterity. And I'm putting it up too high, I think. Well, there should be gaps with the bottom. That's how the cartridge would look. Let me see. Let me see what it looks like when I put the top on. That looks correct to me. Good enough. Not perfectly centered, but we're going to live with it. Moments of employment. Yeah, for real. Honestly, I can't believe these cartridges. So one thing I want to point out before we go is that what this is actually having me do, and I realized I missed a step here. Can I get this back off? Jesus. Is it actually wanted me to, and I'm realizing now that this is supposed to be a circuit board. And one of the things that it wanted me to do before I closed the cartridge was it wanted me to put a little button battery here. There's supposed to be space for a button battery. That's what this is. See? It's literally it's got the decal markings on it and everything. It's like a CR 2025 battery. I mean, it's not, but that's what it's supposed to be, and that's so cute to me. As somebody who's taken apart so many of these cartridges and replaced so many of these batteries, when I worked at that store, that's primarily what I did. I'd charge $5 to replace the battery. The battery itself cost like 40 cents. And the time it took me to do it was like 2 minutes. So if I could bang out like 100 of those in an hour, we'd cover orders for the week, like a couple hours. It took me a couple hours at least. Yep, and then we put these on here. And this goes on the top. Love that, yeah.
Hey, it's ad time.
That's such a neat detail. I love that. I didn't see ads were about to run, or I would have stalled them. Too bad Jeffrey Bezos got his today. But having completed this and this. Sorry, that's not the right one. It's this one. Having completed it, I think we'll call it here for tonight. Thanks for helping me break in my new desk and my new workspace and the new camera mount that we have here. And I appreciate you guys stopping by. And I'm going to send you all over to Pocky now. Have a good night, and we'll be back hopefully sometime this weekend with more. Go say hi to Pocket. Pocket Trash VTuber. I don't know what she's doing, but I'm sure it's great. She's great. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. See you later. I'm starving. I'm going to go eat leftover Chinese food. See you later.